Welcome back to Streamline Ed, and of course you are now on the dashboard every time you log in. So let's go back to the course, and in this video we are going to learn how to adding the contents into your section. Okay, so first of all, in the last unit we learned how to move this section in any location we would like, right? So again, go back to the gear and turn editing on every time you want to make changes. So what if I want to move back? Let's move this up here again. In this video, you are going to learn how to add activities into your section. So you click on this right here, you click on this activities right there. Here are a bunch of activities that you can add into your section. You can create assignments, you can create feedback, all those things. But what I like you to do, but in this case, we are going to learn something called a URL. So basically, you know how in your class you have a link to a specific web page or something like that, like a link to your YouTube videos or Edpuzzle or Kahoot or Quizlet. So what you can do is you can create a link right there. So instead of telling the student to go on Google and search for it, you can actually create a link. And in this case, I'm gonna link to one of the file in my Google Drive, or one of the file to the Google Doc where you ask the student to collaborate together. And what I have here is the access to the Google Draw file. Now what if I want to share with this student? It's pretty hard for us to have the student type all of this, right? Or email this to the student. So all you have to do is share, click on share and get shareable link. And of course you can control all of that and just copy that link right there. And now you go back to Streamline Ed. Now you go back to Streamline Ed. All you have to do is paste that link right there and just call this Google Drawing or whatever title you would like this to be. And then you can actually write a description for this as well. And in most cases, the description would allow us to give instruction to student what we need to do with those files, okay? So this would be your instruction for student. Okay? And then you want to display this on the main page of the course. I'll show you that later. But before we get that, let's go to appearances. How would you like this to be appear? Would it be automatic? I like to be open as a new window. That's what we call open pop-up. Okay, so play around with it. So once you control how it's gonna be appear to student, there are other features that you can control as well. But by default, they should be already set up for you to go already. And then all you have to do is just click on save and display. And notice how this is now a URL that you just paste, right? So if you go back and notice how this is right there. And if I were to click on this and if your student to click on this, look what happened. It will take you there directly to the file. Well, of course, since this is a Google file, it will ask for permission, or you need to log into your Google account to see it. And there you go. See how easy that is? So now your student can see the file. So again, the only thing that's tricky is that your student needs to have a Google account to use the Google Doc file. And that's pretty much it. Now what if you want to add in a play pause it video? So in this case, play pause it is basically just like Edpuzzle. So I have to go share again, get my shareable link, copy the same structure, okay? And of course I go to add activity again, go back to the URL, which is a link to a web page or a file on the net. So again, I'm gonna put this video, okay? And then I just paste the link there. Again, this would be instruction for student or whatever instruction you like for the student. And if you want to show that, let's say I don't want to show that, okay? Now appearances, of course, open and pop up, so that way it's open as a new window. But you can try different options if you like to. And then you just click on save and return to course, or save and displays. Either one's fine. If I click save and return to course, it returns to the course. And notice how the description is not there, right? You see how instruction for students is not there. But once you click on it, okay, it would take you to the web page of that specific video. See how easy that is? So you don't have to ask your student to go to a specific page and Google it. So you see how convenient it is? You don't have to ask your student, type in this URL on your window and go there. But now your student just go onto, and another file that you like to have sometime is the PDF file, right? So let's say you have your PDF file located in your Google Drive cloud. Now you want to upload it on here on Streamline Ed. So it's pretty easy. You have to go to the URL. You just add it. Okay. Again, the same URL format. Now, then we go back to your Google Drive where you find the location of your PDF file. And once I find my files in my Google Drive, all I have to do is left click on the mouse and get shareable link. Well, when you notice how you have turned off and turned on, and there is a shareable link, it says anyone at WinElement LLC with the link can view. That means only the people in this network can see it. But if you want to share to all of your students, well, in most cases, if you are using your Google Drive account that relates to your school, it will automatically relate to only the people in your school can see it. But you can actually make this in a way that's public. So you can go to Share Setting, and you click right here. It says anyone at WinElement LLC with a link in view. You can actually change that. Okay, you can change that feature as well by go right here. So basically, you can go to More, and here are a bunch of options that you can choose. You can say on the public web, or first option is public on the web. That means anybody can search for it. And then anyone with a link, that's the one you want to click on. By choosing these options, the student who are opening this file at home and they're using their different Gmail account or different email account, they can still see it. Because if you choose this one right here, whereas on a specific server or a specific account, only when they use their school email account they can able to see it. But with this option, anyone with a link can see it. So save. Now just copy this one. See, notice how anyone with the link can view. Copy. Okay, all those options will be there. So copy the link, copy, and remember I copied the PDF file, right? So now I go back to Streamline Ed, and I put PDF file or whatever the name of the file you would like to be, and I paste it in there. And of course, instruction for student, whatever instruction you would like, and I would like to show the student that description so that way they know what to do with those files. And of course, open in a pop-up. That means it's going to pop up a Windows, or you can open in, let's try it, open that right there. Let's see what happened. Okay, and I go back to course, and notice how I have my PDF right there as a link. So I click on it, and look what happened. Notice how the word open, right? Instead of open as a new window, it's now open as the same window. So that way you're no longer on Streamline Ed. So you want to go back to Streamline Ed, you have to click back. So that's why I like pop-up window. Now what if I want to change the name of this? Okay, what if I change the name of this? Again, the same process. I just click on the pencil and I call this version 2. And again, press enter once you're done. Now what if I want to change the location of this file? Of course, click on the 4 direction arrow and just hold and drag. See that? Click, hold and drag. So it doesn't matter, and sometimes you need to refresh it for it to apply. And that's it. Now what if I want to go back and change the setting again? What if I don't want to, what if I want to change to say instruction for student? Again, go back, edit, setting. Now you can change the URL to something else, or you can change the setting to called version 2. How about that? And you can change the appearance of this. I don't want to be open in the same window, so open as in a pop-up right there. And I just save and return to course. And then we are done. Click open. Voila! Now it's open back to a new window. So again, once you have done in terms of linking it, you can still change it. All you have to do is, of course, once you're done, turn editing off. But if you want to turn back on, go back to the gear turn editing on. Okay, and now you can start making changes. Well, now what if we want to hide this file or this link from the student? Because sometimes we want to link the answer key there so that only us have access to it. All you have to do is, of course, turn editing on again. And now, because I'm already in the editing on setting already, all I have to do is just hide that from student right there. So now this will be hidden from your student. Only you as a teacher can see this file. So this would be a great tool for you to like have your answer key to specific file up there. And then when you're ready to show your student, just click on this, and that's it. Only you have access to it. Isn't that nice? Let's say that this is the answer key, right, that belongs to this specific worksheet. I can move this file to the right a little bit, so that way it's going to be more organized. So you notice how this is kind of indented? So this one belongs to that one. And of course, refresh it again. And of course, if you make a mistake, you can always go back and say, hey, move back to the left. And once you move back to the left, refresh it, and then you are done. So that's how you can create a link to another service on the internet, like Kahoot, Edpuzzle, PlayPosit, Google Classroom, or any Google files that you have that you would like your student to access. Okay.